Episode 3. How you doing, my man?
Not bad. Yourself? It's good to be back.
Yeah. Welcome, folks, to episode 3 of the One Up MMA podcast.
Yeah, it's become like part of our week now.
It is.
You look forward to it.
Tonight's especially late night because we just can't get those schedules to sync up, can we, buddy?
Nah, I wish we could just figure it out and then bing, bang, boom and send it out to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, so we're taking requests if you put them on the back of $100 bill, and then we'll just do this full time. Listen, we promised you guys that we would be back, and we are, and we also promised,
Yeah, for those that stuck it out, they wanted to listen to what we promised for this week. Got a little
something,
story.
A little history for you guys.
They're probably going to hear it and be like, what, I waited another week for that? Like, but whatever. You might enjoy it, you might not, but who cares? It's
well, listen, I mean, Justin and I go way back. We've been friends for, God.
I can't even.
Almost 8 years. Eight years now, maybe?
I want to say longer.
About that.
Well,
Yeah,
we can base our friendship off of UFCs. So
yeah, we literally could.
We'll go back to that's how we became like.
I think the first one we saw together was the Anderson Silva fight. No.
Yeah, Silva, Chael Sonnen.
Yes,
that was the first.
Man,
magic was born.
That was a nail biter.
Oh, it was good fight though.
Second.
Good fight.
I miss fights like that. Like they just.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't seem like people want to see them. They just have to let it happen now. There's no waiting for it. It just. But you don't have special fighters like Anderson anymore out there.
I was just trying to mean those long reigns aren't really. I mean, aside from Khabib, he's got a pretty long.
I think
reign
him and Ben Askren are the two undefeated.
Yeah. Aside from the heavyweights, obviously. Man, that Ultimate Fighter undefeated, that looks so good.
Pretty good, man. I watched the.
Did you see the first episode?
We have that up there. If you guys want to have a recap, we'll give you what we're gonna try to do. If you're cool with that, listeners, we're gonna keep our recap to the fight before or the episode before, because I get busy, I guarantee everybody has a busy lifestyle and stuff. So spoilers is my thing. I don't want to ruin, I don't want to be that guy that waited all week and then boom, One Up MMA ruined it.
So, but anyways, right. We were going to tell that wonderful story. So essentially, long story short, Justin is like a diehard Tito Ortiz.
I don't think we'd have this One Up MMA thing if Tito wasn't a building block somewhere. He's a big part for me. That's why I love this sport.
He's the thread that is the MMA love cloth of Justin.
It was like a rabbit hole. I just dove right in. Who?
Yeah.
It just.
And then I remember when I took we went to see Tito. He was coming to Hamilton, Ontario, and this guy, man, everything was good until you got in front of him.
Yeah, it was. We've met fighters before. It's crazy because we've met Diego Sanchez and a bunch of just cool fighters, and never nervous. But Tito, I'm.
You were just you fanned out.
Yeah, I was just fanboy. It's 100%.
You were about to sit in his lap.
Well, I couldn't believe that couple.
I thought he was standing.
That couple that was in front of us was yeah, we're just gonna go check the they're next in line. We're just gonna go check the merchandise table. You can go.
Offended.
What? I'm just holding up my stuff Christmas
what?
Santa. Is
that you? You were meeting God for the first time. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
But
to the point, screwed up a picture with you.
I was gonna say to the point where. I got your picture, and then it was time to get mine, and it just looked like you had Tourette's.
Yeah, so, I was nervous, man.
Some Blair Witch stuff.
Nice guy, though. He as much as people hate on Tito, if you get a chance to meet him, he's a nice guy, really nice.
Huge. You don't realize how big that guy is.
Well, you worry, right? You meet someone that you just hold this high regard, which I don't think people should be doing anyways,
No, it's a human.
We do. Yeah, they do something that we love, right? So.
Yeah.
And then I'm worried, is he going to be the guy that, is he going to be that dick that, oh, here you go, $30 for that sucker.
come here, ugly.
Oh, that guy's next. Don't want to be that, but he turned out to be really nice, and
but
it was a good time.
Needless to say, Justin's love for Tito is deep seated. So, but
Huge.
as friends do, we tend to bust balls, and one thing I tend to send him a lot of pictures of, snippets of,
it's
replays of, reminders of, is that beautiful trilogy.
And even if it has nothing to do about like something, if it relates a little bit to the Tito thing, he'll throw it out. Like Randy, we'll talk about Couture. Nothing to do with Tito. Boom, he'll slide something in there. Remember when he spanked him? Remember this? Oh man.
And the best is my favorite is I'd be like, yeah, that was like UFC, and I saw a number, and you always correct me even though it's something I'm using against you. You just can't. You just it hurt you more than it hurt probably Tito.
Yeah, because it's like, ooh, I gotta. Man, I know where this is going again. Like it's bad. And then I find out Tito's a big Rashad fan, and that just opened up more. So especially when they start fighting.
I was a huge Rashad. I mean, I still am.
It's hard though.
He's not as active right now, and it's tough.
The wins aren't coming for him.
No,
he looks good.
He does.
But could that be like a difference of fighters? Like, is he fighting new breed? Like,
I think that I was just gonna say there's usually that you get caught in that wave, right? And if you're not passing that wave, like someone like GSP, and you know what I mean, you're just you're stuck with that wave, and it kind of gets flushed out unless you make adjustments. But age has a factor, and his chin, I mean, never,
he can't get anything going. Like his chin, he seems to correct that, but then he gets decisioned, and it just not. It's like, I don't know.
No, but speaking of the old school gladiator breed, Bellator 198, baby, Fedor versus Mir.
Ooh, that's a dream fight if there was ever one for me.
Frank Mir.
Oh, I saw this one picture that really, because this is when Frank Mir just signed with Bellator. It was this fan made it. They're both standing in the forest. It's like it's kind of like a helicopter view, but they're both standing in the forest, just ready to fight. Like it's like a winter day.
Oh, I think I've seen it.
Oh, it looks so. Yeah. And I'm like, that fight needs to happen. That fight needs to happen. It's just,
these promotions need to hire these fans that do this fan.
Yeah,
art, these
there's
guys
so many good artists out there that just do MMA stuff.
Listen, I know my money's on Fedor, even though I'm a pretty big Mir fan. I mean, look, you got the Russian, the last emperor, 36-5.
Yeah, the mystique alone just.
Come on.
You can't. I guarantee you can go through his whole resume and just pick one fight, and you'll know that's the night you were a Fedor fan.
Yeah, seriously.
Even if he loses, he's still a good,
Yeah.
Like for Doom, like that was good for Verdum. Like it was
Verdum.
Pretty much skyrocketed his career.
He had so many good, but battles, and you got to think it's taking its toll on his chin. I don't care who you are, that takes its toll after time.
Definitely, like his. Right. He's how old is he again? He's like 40 something, maybe
41, 41 and a half.
But like he still has the passion. At least he has the heart.
Yeah.
He has the. I don't think you can't really take that away from somebody. You can tell him he's too old. He's this and that, but if he has that heart and passion, that's a dangerous athlete.
You can't help but respect him in all of his fights, but one in particular was the Dan Henderson fight.
Ooh, yeah.
Man, that was just sheer guts.
He was winning. He was winning that too.
He was, as Henderson does.
Just that boom, that bomb just throws it out there.
Oh, changes the game, man. But who do you have winning that fight?
I got to go Fedor. I can't pick against him. It's hard. It's one of those fighters like Tito. If he fights anybody, I can't pick against him.
Yeah. I'll tell you this, aside from, I got love for Mir and all that, but, I'll tell you my problem with Mir, and people are probably going to hate me for this if they're big fans of Frank Mir. Man, he's got a lot of quit in him, man. he buckles up and does that thing, where
he just wobbles,
yeah, and just like puts his arms up and does this weird, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're so big. Like, it's like watching an elephant.
He's been knocked out a lot too.
I get that, and he's scared because he knows he's got no chin. But like, god damn it, man!
I still. Do you remember when we went live to him and see that's hard. I don't want to pick against Frank Mir just because of that fight we went to.
Ironically, Vegas has Frank Mir as like the slight favorite.
That's kind of, I don't know.
It's shocking, especially since Mir's 8-11, ranked 33rd in the world, and Fedor's 27th ranked in the world. Like, why is Mir the slight favorite?
I think maybe who he's beaten and how he's beaten them.
I think it's an age thing.
Yeah, maybe.
I think as soon as you get over 40, you get like some sort of automatic point deduction, or something like that.
You hit 40 and it's all downhill.
It's all downhill. I wouldn't fuck with that guy, no matter how old he is.
Any of these guys, man, they've been doing it for years. Man. No, thank you.
No.
But when it's Fedor, but then you toss in Fedor, and then okay, I'm gonna pick Fedor.
Yeah. It was like just under $118.
Damn.
Kilos, bro. So that's what, 260 pounds.
Well, have you watched any of the Bellator videos?
I haven't had a chance to. No.
We have if you viewers want to check it out. He did look pretty heavy when they first met up, but in his videos now, he looks pretty good. Down. Yeah, but he's always been like that. Out of competition, he enjoys life, which he should, right?
He really does. Yeah.
When he's training, he is training.
That's
good,
he
is 100%.
You don't want him to pull a Silva.
I wish he would go back to when he fought Nogueira the first time.
Ooh,
because when
Dangerous Mir, poor Nogueira, he was like he was a kryptonite to Nogueira too. It was the first to submit him, I think, in the first
knock him out. Yeah, we saw what was mentioned earlier. We saw that submission live, and I wish I could just describe how the way the crowd was when he got that, because he was out on his feet,
dude. I remember I felt it in my chest and in my throat, like there was like a literal sound wave going through.
Yeah, it's like whoa, okay, yeah. Oh, no, it's a submission.
And I think we all collectively hated Nogueira in that crowd that night. Like there was just not much love for Nogueira, so it just felt that much better when Mir did that to him.
Yeah, it was a good moment.
Mir's a savage. He didn't even feel bad.
Broke the arm. Not even a submission.
Broke your shit.
Yeah. Not broke even a submission. Just break it.
Come on, Nogueira's not gonna tap.
No matter what.
That's
True.
He's like him and his brother. Those guys are nuts. You gotta imagine those guys in Brazil just running shit. Brazilians. It's just weird how once that whole that the whole drug scene thing really got locked down, like drug testing and all that.
Well, how are we finding about
all the Brazilian
meat, like boxing, Canelo? And then now 3 Nogueira. Who else? Dos Santos. And there was someone else, but I just can't remember. But
kind of seems to be a common theme, and it's like you're coming out of really hot countries. But I don't know. It's just, to me, it's weird that as soon as they tightened up on, drug performance enhanced, the PEDs, all the Brazilian champs just start dropping off.
We'll say that allegedly, they'll
allegedly, right? Yeah. Maybe their reign was over at the same time that, I don't know. But I'm excited to see it regardless. But more so, I mean, this whole tournament is I wish they would do more stuff like this.
Well, it's hard because, look at the, what was it, Chael and Rampage fight. It was kind of a bore. Like, I'm not, nothing against them or anything, but people
But I just wish they would do...
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Canadian once again, folks.
Hey.
No, it's just... people already consider Bellator as second rung, to the UFC. So when you are trying to promote these big names and all they do is go out there and bore these
They didn't put on a fight.
No, it was...
They didn't want to hurt each other. I just mean when I say I wish they did more stuff like this, like take the younger fighters and put them in round robins.
I would, man. That's how Bellator was.
I like this.
That's how they started.
Yeah, that's how UFC started too.
Yeah, exactly. Like I just,
mind you, it was all in one night, but
which I miss those too. You got to miss those one nighters.
What do they get? Like 6-minute suspensions?
Oh, yeah, you're suspended. Okay, you're about to fight. Suspension lifted. You're good.
Didn't one guy get on? Like he moved on, but like he broke his arm, so they had him in like a sling.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure a bunch of them, like even Hoist Gracie, got hurt, and he needed a replacement to step in.
Same night. That's why when some of these guys pull out for like silly reasons, you just kind of go, really?
Yeah. It's tough, right? We don't.
No, we're not fighters in the end. But
if you gave me an opportunity,
it just makes you think, right?
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't pull out any fights.
No,
and because it's about like nowadays, it's not about fighting. It's more of who can put on an image.
Yeah,
like who can talk the best, which it's fine, but
I mean the talking's fun and all, but like you said, it's got to get back to, and that's why I like the tournaments, right? Because it's almost predetermined who's going to face who once certain people win, and there's no questions about it. Like there's no last minute Dana White favoritism type bullshit where it's like, okay, this guy just beat this guy, and this guy beat that guy, so they should fight each other. But Dana really likes so and so, like Connor, and he just gives them whoever. You know what I mean? Like these tournaments are it's a predetermined like matchup system.
Well, exactly, and it's a good base for rankings. Like, don't get me wrong, I love like when people talk trash, but like if that's gonna get you a spot in the top 5 instead of fighting someone in the top 3. I'd rather them just fight it. Like the rankings don't mean anything. Like nowadays?
I think the only thing that talking should affect is your ratings that night.
Yeah, like
right, like your promotion and all that stuff. But it's unfortunate. But you're right. It shouldn't matter. In the end,
I miss like the rankings used to mean something, and now it's just what was it? Khabib went up, and then Connor went down, and now Khabib is lower than Connor in the pound for pound. I'm like, what is that?
But how?
I'll check that out right now. But
well, who do you listen? I'll ask you this then: who do you have winning this whole like heavyweight tournament? Because aside from the snooze fest we saw, the Roy Nelson, Mitrione fight,
that was a good fight. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah. A
lot of people are hating that he won the fight, Mitrione, but I think he won. But that's everybody has an opinion. I mean,
right? I would agree in the sense that like he had more composure near the end of the fight and all those things, but like, I guess I'm just not a fan of Mitrione.
I didn't really care who won the fight because like I said, I'm a Fedor, and I want him to just live on and ride off into the sunset, right? Like with that belt, and then just end his career.
That'd be beautiful, man. I mean, Rampage is out, which is unfortunate.
But he hasn't looked the same after. Like, it's hard to pick Rampage.
His tactic changed to talk so much shit about ground game that you hope they just don't fight you on the ground. Like, you gonna fight me? You just gonna take me down on the ground and just ground and pound me and shit? That you a boring fighter, you a coward. And it's like, okay, but like, why can't you just defend against it and get back up? Like, it's just that's kind of part of the game.
You're not gonna take me down. Try to knock me out, but I hope to knock you out quicker. It's Connor's
like
third.
Reverse psychology is his new tactic.
It was Connor went up 1 in the pound for pound, and then Khabib went down 1.
Right.
And Connor's tied for 3rd.
Because he defeated a bus?
Yeah, the undisputed champion of the bus.
But if we just before we end this, if we just kind of break down this tournament, right? Mm-hmm. We've got Nelson's out.
Well, they're saying at Bellator 200, if Crow Cop or Nelson win, they're an alternate, so they still could have a shot. So
really,
yeah.
Huh. Well, I don't see King Mo winning it.
No.
I don't see Bader really making it too far.
Yeah, which is surprising. Like a lot of people are picking Bader to be the favorite, which I'm
not. I'm sorry. I don't. he just doesn't have. I don't think he has that.
He's not a heavyweight. First of all, he's the light heavyweight champion.
What are you gonna do on the ground with these guys when they're this much bigger than you too, right? Like Bader's not that big of a boy, right?
No, who knows what he's gonna be on fight night though.
Yeah, true enough. But I think Fedor King Mo would be cool.
I think Fedor anybody's a great fight.
Yeah, he comes to bang, man.
You know what you're getting with him, and he's done it before, and it might happen again.
You're getting that cold dead stare.
Yeah.
You know?
So we only have the Fedor Mir, King Mo. That's the last of the first round, right?
Yeah. There was only 4. That's right.
The 2 on the right have fought. So whoever wins Fedor Mir goes Chael, which will be interesting if either one gets in there.
I think Chael just.
He's gonna
I think
beat
he got lucky because he fought a very tired Jackson as usual. Like shocker.
But it's gonna be nice. Like whoever Chael fight, I hope he. It just sucks that he's gonna be either fighting Fedor or Mir because that's gonna be a good fight. But you want to hear Chael just talk about everybody.
I know.
Like he's good at what he does.
But I think it'll be Mitrione Mo, which will be cool.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight.
I don't see Bader taking Mo out unless he gets.
I just wish there would have been more heavyweights in it.
Actual heavyweights, yeah. Because even Chael, he wasn't a heavyweight.
No, he's never been a heavyweight. I don't think.
No. But at his age and how inactive he is, I think heavyweight's the only thing he's gonna weigh in at.
Well, even Bellator is just you can do whatever you want. You can probably do. As long as you show up. And that Javi Ayala, he should have been in the tournament.
Oh yeah, I would have.
Well, he lost a close fight to Roy.
I'm sorry. I think Krokop over Bader would have been in. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm hating on Bader, but
tell us how you really feel.
I would have liked to see Krokop.
Get it out.
Hey, fuck you, Bader.
If you're listening to this, Ryan Bader can email us.
Put the Russian president security guard in there, man. Like that's what I don't know. Krokop, I think he'd be dope in this tournament.
Well, he passed. There's like a huge thing because pretty much what they're like critics and whatever saying are these people that have been tested and caught that they're going to Bellator to cheat the system, right? Because they don't have USADA. Yeah. But Krokop just passed the test, so he's like, I'm ready. Like, here's my test.
But there you have it, folks. That's the Tito story. That's the I guess that's our take on the tournament. But I guess that kind of wraps up episode 3. Yeah, I don't know. What are we gonna call this one? The Tito story.
Yeah.
There you go.
Tito story part 1, right? Like, guarantee we'll have more little tidbits, tidbits.
I'm sure we will. So if you guys ever want to treat Justin, you know where his heart is. It's in the Tito catalog. Yeah. All right, buddy. Well, thanks for listening, guys. I'm Emad.
And I'm Justin.
And this is the One Up MMA podcast. Peace.
Good night.
Good night.